Indie88, it's Bob in the studio live with the lovely and talented Charlotte Cardin. What a pleasure to meet you. I am so happy to meet you. I've loved your music for so long.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm happy to be back here.
Yeah, I'll give you a little, like, when you get to a certain age, my wife, I said, I get to interview Charlotte Cardin, and she's like, oh, and my wife is she's the director of exhibitions at the AGO at the Art Gallery of Ontario here, and she was like, oh, she was just in Paris at Fashion Week.
Yes.
And I said, well, I'll have to ask her about that. How does France react to Charlotte Cardin? What's your relationship with that country, with Paris? How it must be ridiculous.
I mean, I absolutely love it there. I now share my time between Paris and Montreal.
You do?
I'm from Montreal originally.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And I'm kind of doing a bit of a 50-50 situation now.
Yeah.
I have a song called Feel Good that blew up on French radio last year. And
is that Kiss Kiss? No, that's Italy. What's Energy? NRJ?
Yes,
NRJ.
exactly,
Yeah,
on
I've been lucky enough to be
go
to France a couple of times. It's just unbelievable there.
Yeah, and they have. I mean, it's a wonderful. I have a wonderful fan base in France. But with my song Feel Good, it just kind of I guess exposed my music to a lot more people, and so I've just been spending a bunch of time there, and it's been lovely.
Why wouldn't you?
Wine,
now,
cheese.
I know. Were you involved with Paris Fashion Week? Did you do you did a big show, right?
Yes, I was at the YSL show.
Yeah,
so that was really lovely. I mean, I love Paris. It's just so dynamic.
Yeah.
There's always something going on, whether it's like fashion or, I mean, obviously culturally it's so effervescent.
Yes.
There's always so much going on, and so it's a very inspiring place to live in.
Yeah, I bet it is. I've been there a couple times, and long before there was Airbnb, Europe, they're always ahead of us. They had Lodges, which is a website that Lodges was the website, and we rented this little place in the Latin Quarter near Rue Mouffetard, and it was felt Parisian, and it's just so inspiring there. But you grew up in Montreal, which is also a very, very worldly European style city. It has a very good vibe to it. You grew up. Where did you grow up in Montreal?
So I grew up in mostly in Outremont.
Okay.
So I went to school there, and close to the Mylène, and that part of.
I used to read Michel Tremblay plays all the time. It was love Michel Tremblay stuff.
Michel Tremblay.
Yes.
Hey, so you're very familiar with the.
My last name is Willette, but it's actually anglicized. It's more like Gillette, like it's with a W. But I am very much. There's definitely a connection there. I don't speak the language, unfortunately. I wish I did. I hope my kids learn it because it's just it's amazing. Did you grow up in a francophone, anglophone,
very francophone household?
Yeah.
I went to school in English when I was really young, and so that's how I learned how to speak English.
Yeah.
But no, it was always French at home.
And no accent. You have virtually no accent though. You had that Quebecois accent. No, I mean, not that it would be a bad thing, but
no. But
hardly.
I guess it's from learning so young. I've always had English-speaking friends and francophone friends, and it's always been a very bilingual.
Yes, of course, it's a truly bilingual city. One of the few actual, really bilingual cities in the world. It's just somebody once described Montreal as Toronto's drunk uncle.
I love it.
Yeah,
that's
in the most loving way. The new song out, and we're playing it here at Indie88. Is called "The Way We Touch."
Yes,
it's a lovely song, and we love playing it.
Thank you, and it is definitely a sensual song.
Yeah.
And we, it's a very fun song. It's not a love song for me. It's more so like a song about a bad decision, but when it's already too late and you made the decision.
It was a good decision at one point, and then it becomes a bad decision.
But it's still wonderful, and you're still kind of enjoying the fact that you decided to make that bad decision.
Absolutely,
so
just living in it, right?
Exactly.
Just sitting in it. I appreciate that.
So that's what the song is about, and we did the music video is actually a one take, so
wow.
that was really fun to work on. It's like a 3-minute
amazing
video, that we shot.
And that's what I wanted to ask you about, is because in this release I have here, it says it takes you back to when you were when you and your sister would play dress up, essentially, with mom's makeup and clothes and stuff. Now, growing up in Quebec, did you have Mr. Dress Up?
No, I don't even know who that is.
Wow. So
Mr. Dress Up.
Mr. Dress Up was an English, it was English CBC Mr. Rogers, but a Canadian. He's not actually Canadian, it turns out, and he had something called the Tickle Trunk, which was a dress up, there's a whole documentary on it on Amazon Prime on Mr. Dress Up. But the whole idea is the power of getting dressed up, opening up, he called it his Tickle Trunk, and costumes, putting costumes on it. And kind of tying it back to Paris Fashion Week, like what does clothing, where does clothing live for you?
I mean, I feel like fashion and dressing up for a performance, those are really strong elements that I think artists can use to push the storytelling a little bit further.
Sure.
So it's like, obviously my main passion is music, but I think everything that kind of surrounds my main art form, whether it's visuals or videos or photos or even artworks for the singles and obviously fashion and all of that, those are all symbols and tools that we can use to push the storytelling,
to accentuate
the symbols that we use in our songs, right? And so for me, especially for that music video, I did want to play with that fashion side a lot. I thought it was important, and it really brought the song to the next level. I think when you listen to an artist and you love what they do, you don't only resonate with the music, but it's an entire visual world that comes with it. And so it's been really fun to be playful with the fashion and the costumes.
Yeah, and then you do a show with Yves Saint Laurent, like
and
that.
Then,
whatever, just a show with Yves Saint Laurent in front of 15,000 people or whatever. Two different things, but still. Should you ever decide to have children, or if you're like the cool aunt, do it yourself. Do your kids a favor and look up Mr. Dress Up, because he's just lovely. I mean,
he sounds like
just the same vibe as like very calm and very wholesome and just phenomenal. My kids, he was long off the air when I have two daughters. They're 15 and 10. He was long off the air, but we had him on DVD, and it's just, again, the idea of dressing up and using your imagination and whatnot. I feel like somebody like yourself would really appreciate it.
Love it. I mean, I love him already. I'll definitely look him up.
Charlotte Cardin. So this single is out now. What's next?
So I'm working on the album right now. So that's a really exciting, it's a creative time for me right now, which
Excellent.
I love and I needed, and it's making me feel amazing. So working on the album, we want to release it next fall.
Cool.
So just trying to wrap that up.
It's a creative time, and yet you're still doing this part of the job, which isn't necessarily creative. So I can't tell you how much I appreciate it, because I know when those creative juices are flowing, sometimes stopping down and talking to an idiot on the radio can be a little bit like, oh, we got to do this again.
No, it's been super fun. Like promoting this song, which is a super fun, lighthearted, it's a really fun song, and I'm happy to talk about it.
That's great. And we're so happy to play it. Thank you so much. Can't wait till the album comes out, and we'll have you back in for sure.
Thank you for having me.
Charlotte Cardin, thank you so much for coming in to Indie88.